Hi, my name's Sinéad. Welcome to Gaga, YoGAGA. YoGAGA is a combination of yoga and Gaga. What is Gaga? Gaga is a movement language developed by Ohad Naharim in Israel. And it is used to find pleasure inside movement, to break our habits, especially as dancers. This movement language of Gaga was really created for dancers, but it applies to everyone. And also to push our limits, but to marry effort and pleasure together. So in YoGAGA, we utilize the tools of Gaga inside the forms of yoga. One really big difference that you'll notice is that yoga is generally very still and the breathing is even. In Gaga, the breath is not so much controlled and the movement is kind of constant. So you will find me inside normal yoga shapes moving. And this is why I call YoGAGA sensual yoga, because we're really focused on connecting to our senses, to indulging in our senses, and to bringing new life into parts of our body, because it's very easy to move through different yoga poses and not feel anything and just be very mechanical. And in a way, we want to kind of, in regular yoga class, we want to kind of create a rhythm because we're focusing on stilling the mind. But in YoGAGA, we're really focusing on making our body more alive and enlivening our senses. So these are just some of the differences you'll notice, and this is a little intro talk to prepare you for what is coming. Every week, class will be 30 to 60 minutes, just depending. Right now, I'm doing it once a month, last Tuesday of the month. But if more people join and more people enjoy it, we can do it more. So if there are no questions, we will get started. And just make sure as you practice that you go towards effort, but you marry it with pleasure. If you take one thing away from this class, it's that. I'm gonna take one. All right. Come to stand, mountain pose, shavasana. And just close your eyes, palms face forward. Imagine you could open the middle of your forehead. And imagine you're standing on top of a mountain with the sun shining down on your face, your chest, your belly, your thighs. So your feet connected to this mountain underneath of you. And feel your body grow tall and strong underneath the sun. Take some deep breaths there, smiling to the sunshine on your skin. Relaxing any tension into the ground, out through your feet. And then suddenly, imagine you're now at the bottom of the ocean. Open your eyes and turn this mountain pose into a seaweed spine. Shift your weight right to left and let your spine be like seaweed. Feel the weight shifting, right foot, left foot. And feel your head just following the seaweed spine. Add your arms, floating under the arms as if you're surrounded by water. At the very bottom of the deep, calm ocean, just these gentle waves, pushing your body front, back, side, side, maybe a little up and down. And sigh if that feels nice. Seaweed spine, seaweed arms. Loosening the spine through soft movement. floating bones. Pay more attention to your skin. And feel your clothing touching your skin in the center of your body. And then feel your skin on your bones as you move your seaweed limbs. Notice how you feel small stretches in your upper back, your chest, your hips, maybe in your throat as you move through this ocean. You can even imagine the water on your skin, kind of gently hugging your skin from all around, between your thighs, backs of your knees, your belly, your chest, under your armpits, even under the roof of your mouth. And start to let go of the seaweed and move more towards a stretch. You can bend and straighten your knees. You can lean if you'd like. Just reaching out into space, trying to stretch your skin against your bones. Still just standing on 2 feet, finding how we can stretch away from our 2 anchor points, our 2 feet. Reaching into the bones, reaching the skin, stretching the skin on top of the bones, stretching the bones inside of the skin. For a moment, just reach up towards the ceiling, reach tall, and press the feet down. See if you can get longer, taller, wider in space. Deep breath in. And a nice slow breath out as the arms drop down. Take your right arm up. Lean your body to the left. Push your hip to the right. And find that side bending stretch. But bring back the seaweed spine. So you're side bending, but your spine is still oscillating. Stretching through your right waist, but maybe bending and straightening the knees a little bit. Start to come to your maximum stretch. Move your head. Inhale back up. And float to the other side. Stretching the left side now. But move your seaweed spine. So in yoga, we would just be stretching and reaching over. Sometimes we can kind of die here. But in YoGAGA, we want to activate all the skin, all the flesh on our body. Feel all your bones. Feel the seaweed water motion rising up from your feet, through your spine, into your head. Stretch a little deeper. And inhale back up. Sigh your arms down. Good. We're going to work now on what's called Bandas in yoga and what's called Pigeon in Gaga. So Banda is an energy lock. You lift the muscles of the pelvic floor and you pull the lower belly slightly up and in. In Ashtanga, this is held in the whole time and you breathe into the upper ribs. For the purposes of this class, we want to do the same thing. Lift the pelvic floor and pull the lower belly in, squeezing the space between the belly button and the pubic bone. Lift that area. Now we're going to start to move our hips as we lift this area, almost like we're trying to massage the inside of our pelvis with the movement of our hips. So keep lifting this low belly area so it's relaxed and then it's lifted. Lift the pelvic floor and stretch small places in your hips as you lift the pelvic floor. Feel the connection between your feet and your pelvic floor. This is very important in yoga. The pelvic floor can take away effort from the legs. Lift through the pelvic floor and start to feel again that seaweed spine. See if you can let the lift of the pelvic floor travel through your spine. Like, woo! It's very invigorating, like something rushing up through the center of your body. Good. And we'll play with that as we take it over to the side one more time. Lift the pelvic floor and reach, lift, reach, lift, reach, and up and over to the other side. Keep lifting, finding that inner seaweed. Reach over and up. Open your chest to the sky. Bend your knees a little bit. Bend your elbows. Palms facing up. Come back to that warm sunshine on top of the mountain. Let go of the pika, the banda. And feel as if there's warm honey falling down your face, your chest, your belly, your thighs. And just bathe in this warm honey dripping down the front of your body. And then round your spine forward, let your arms hang. And pause when you're about 1/4 of the way down. And just imagine this warm honey going over your back, the backs of your legs, the back of your neck, backs of your ears, backs of your arms. And swim inside of it. Spread it all over the back of your body. And slowly roll back up. Feel that warm honey on the front of your body one more time. Then reach up, push the floor away. Exhale, dive forward. Floating into an ocean wave underneath your chest. Collapse into the water. And inhale, halfway lift. Pause there, extend your arms out to the side. Instead of holding and efforting this movement, can you find effort, but also find a floating sensation in the front of your body, as if there's an ocean wave underneath your chest helping to lift you. You can move your hips a little bit if that feels nice. Activating our core here, reaching from head to tail, from fingertip to fingertip. Couple more deep breaths. Feel that fluidity underneath your body. And collapse. Bend right knee, left knee, move the head around. Move the jaw. Sigh. And bend your knees until your hands or fingertips can come to the ground. And start to really push into the ground with your feet and spread open all of your toes. So in Gaga, we call the balls of the fingers and toes our moons. And you push the moons of your feet into the ground like you're trying to break up the space between each toe. Bend and straighten the knees so you can get a little more life inside different parts of your feet, inside, outside, front, back. Maybe imagine warm sand underneath your feet, digging your toes and heels into that sand. And relax. Start to walk your hands forward into a plank position. And just drop the knees. Circle the head and tail. Jump roping the spine. Head and tail move one side. Arch. Other side. Round. Circling the head and tail together around the axis of the spine. Go the other way. Breathing through any tight spaces. Bring life into your skin. One more circle. And come back to the center. Find that pelvic floor again, that pika. Tuck your tail only and relax it. Tuck the tail, relax. Tuck, relax. Keep going like this. We're squeezing pelvic floor, releasing. Squeezing, releasing. Activating your lower abs. 3, 2, and hold the squeeze. Bring your left hand down, reach your right leg out, right arm up. Imagine now there's a wave behind you, and it pushes you forward, And then one comes to the front and pushes you back. Strong through the supporting arm. Keep letting the waves hit you front and back. Your extended leg can either be straight or a bit loose, so you can use that leg to respond to the waves. Couple more moments. Enjoy the chaos. Good, and then just reach that arm up, reach that leg out, big breath in, reach the arm across the ear, stretch the side, exhale down, come to the other side, right hand down, left leg out. First, find your structure, tall spine, long legs and arms. Then add the waves. This time let the wave come from the front first. Let it wash over your face, between your fingers, over your chest, your thigh, your belly, the top of your foot. Then let a wave come from the back and consume you. Really let the water hug you from all sides. Move you. Move the head. And enjoy this wave-like motion. Sensing your skin. Then stretch it up. Reach it out long. Stretch that side body once more. And hand comes down. Normal cat-cow, a few rounds. Playing with that pika, that banda in your pelvic floor. Each time you exhale. Lift energy from the base of your spine through to the top of your head. Contract. And back to neutral. So sitting down on your heels. If you can, keep your toes tucked to stretch the bottom of the feet. If that's too much, sit on your heels or stand on your knees with some padding underneath. From here, take your chest forward, side, back, side. Keep going in a big circle. Breathe in as you come forward. Breathe out as you go back. Finding rotation in the chest. Now getting in touch with the skin of the front of the chest and the upper back. Feeling that warm honey, the memory of that warm honey. Let it be inside the chest now and move, swim inside the warm honey inside your chest. Good, go the other way. Warming up the upper back. You can let your head move if that feels good. Add a little contraction in your pelvic floor, helping to rotate your torso. And bring it back to the center. Just pause here for a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the new life inside your torso, your lungs, your heart. And slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands out to the side. And you can stand up on the knees for this one if you're not already. So connect your hands to your heart. Feel that your hands and your heart are connected. For a second, just bring your palms forward and imagine you're giving something from your heart. Like, give it away. Give. And then receive something. Let your hands receive something and let your heart feel that. Feel the receiving of this gift in your hands into your heart. We say in Chinese medicine, the hands and the heart are very connected. So we reach our hands out to the side and we move our hands from our heart. As if the energy, the life in our hands can travel all the way into our palms. And then share that life through your fingertips. In Gaga, we call this rope of the arms. So can you feel from one fingertip to the other that you have life, one continuous structure through your heart into your arms? And we'll make it a little more active now. Push the palms out, flex the fingers back, and try to make your chest as wide as you can. Imagine, bend your elbows, that there are two walls closing in on you, and you really don't want to get squished, so you press really hard through the palms, and it starts to burn in your biceps, in the tendons in your arms. Let it burn. Keep your shoulders down, chest wide, upper back wide. Flex the palms. Maybe let out a sigh through the mouth. And feel this burning. Make it feel good. Remember pleasure. When you find pleasure in the burning sensation through your tendons, this is going to be really good to help protect yourself from injury when you do a lot of vinyasa yoga. Press those palms out. Maybe even start to lift that pelvic floor. Contract through your pelvic floor. Last few moments. Move towards the effort, not away from it. Keep pressing those two walls away. Don't let them come in on you. 3. Woo! 2. And 1. Shake. Just shake your whole body. It might feel weird to shake on your knees, but just do it. Actually, let's come down to our hands and our knees and just shake here. Shaking is a big part of Gaga. So in YoGAGA, we shake inside of our yoga forms. So just let the flesh of your thighs, your ass, your arms, your chest, let it all shake. Maybe even shake your head. And let it feel good. Really loosening tight places in your body. Loosening and releasing pain, tension, holding patterns. Relax your face, let your face shake. 3. Have fun. 2. And 1. Floating inside water, inside all fours shape. Breathing in and out. Just sway a little bit and feel that seaweed spine. Move your hips, move your head. Find your way back to all fours, neutral spine. Step your feet out into a plank. Push forward and back, one leg and then the other. And can you, in this moment of effort, bring back some of the pleasurable things we've done in class so far? The warm honey on your back, the warm sun shining on the front of your chest, softening it. A little bit of the seaweed spine as you push from front to back. Good, downward dog. Start to spiral your hips, rotating the pelvis. Let your head relax. It helps to lift and lower your heels for 5, 3, and 1. Press both heels down and bounce your heels up and down. Let your butt shake, let your thighs shake. Relax any tension you have in your lower body. Relax your pelvic floor. Flutter your lips. And let go. Good, let it go. Press your heels down, stretch it out. Bend right and left knees, shake your head. From here, step your left foot forward. Press your right heel down, lift up, warrior 1. Relax your arms for a second. Step your back foot in a little bit and bend your back knee. Push your front leg and push your back leg. Pushing from front to back. We're finding the center. Push off the front leg, push off the back leg, and feel how you travel through the center of your body from right leg to left leg. We could call this rope of the legs. Feel your torso responding to the movement of your legs. And try less to control your body right now, but let it move. Be fluid. Just a little bit longer. This is also a workout for your thighs. You can add that lift of your pelvic floor as you move front to back. Woo! And then press it back into your warrior 1. Back foot 45 degrees, front knee bent. Arms wherever is comfortable. From here, bend the elbows. Shine the chest. Sink the front knee. Squeeze your right butt. And start to breathe into the front of your chest. Breathe light into the front of your chest. Breathe it back out. Palms up. Receive that light in your heart. Release a sigh through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Feel it burn. Move closer to the effort, not further away. And slowly release the arms. Now, one more time, just to give the thighs a break, an active break. We'll move forward and back, move forward and back, and start to play with those moons, the balls of your toes on the ground. So as you move your feet, your legs, your hips, can you push the feet and roll around on different surfaces of your feet? Finding new ways to put weight onto your feet, front leg, back leg. And remember, there's no right way to do it. It's just about discovery, experimenting, finding what feels good. Last few moments to play with your feet. Maybe now there's some mud underneath your feet so you can really get it between your toes. You come back into your warrior one. One last thing here, interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Open your chest. Now let the hands be a little loose, or you can even have them uninterlaced. And start to let your shoulder blades kiss behind your back. Like your shoulder blades are making out with each other. And let them come closer and further away. Let them dance with each other. Activate that upper back. Still in a warrior one shape. Your hips can move a little bit. Stay in that effort of the legs and find pleasure in your upper back. Life in your upper back. Still life in the feet. Last few moments. And then interlace your fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades all the way together. And bend forward, humble warrior. If it's hard to grab hands, grab opposite elbows and fold. It's a regular yoga pose here. Stretch the knuckles toward the floor. Press the feet into that muddy surface. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. Little vinyasa, flow. Backward bending. Downward facing, and breathe. You can do traditional downward dog or move the hips the other way. For 5, 3. Press the heels down, press the hands down, alive in the hands and feet. As you're ready, step right foot forward, warrior one on the right. Arms up, float the arms down, sway, front and back. Right away, let's go to the feet. Experimenting with different surfaces of the feet. So turn your knees a little out, a little in. This is kind of where yoga tells us, no, the knee has to be this way. In Gaga, we go into weird ranges of motion. But can you find weird angles for your knees and hips to move? Be conscious, be slow, be aware of what you're doing, but push your limits and find effort inside of your feet. New places to activate your feet into the ground as you push forward and back. A little bit longer. And come into your warrior one. Arms reach up, elbows bend, shine your chest. This time imagine the moon, moonlight, shining into your face, your eyes, your heart, your palms. Let that silver light bathe your upper body, feet sinking down into the mud. Deep breaths. And relax. Push forward and back one more time. Maybe find a little more movement in the hips this time. Let your upper body respond to your lower body. Find your warrior one shape and let your shoulder blades kiss again. Let your elbows kiss too. Really try to bring the elbows closer to each other, like they really want to get closer. Oh, but there's this funny tension in the back that's stopping them. Can you melt that tension? When you open the front of your body energetically to that moonlight and feel the shoulder blades get closer behind you, elbows get closer. 3, 2, and interlace your fingers. Squeeze in the back. Front knee stays bent. Exhale, humble warrior, knuckles toward the ground, or rest your arms on your back. Deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, vinyasa. Backward bending. Downward facing. And let's bounce the knees this time. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce the heels. Let the flesh of the thighs shake. Let out your voice a little bit. Ah. Especially if you're home alone, really let it out. Good. 3, 2, and downward dog. From here, inhale, left leg lifts, open the hip, circle the knee, rotate the ankle. If you need to, you can do this on one knee instead. With your left leg in the air, straighten it and bring a little seaweed quality to your spine and to your left leg. Bottom knee can bend if it needs to. Turn your leg in and out. Find the range of motion in your hip and find moments of maximum stretch, really reaching through that big toe to belly button, through your palms. And find moments of collapse, of softness, of folding. Last few breaths. And as you're ready, step your left leg to the outside of your left hand, lizard pose. Bring your back heel up. From here, just rock forward and back, sinking into that left hip. You can use props under your hands if you need to. Drop your right knee down and start to just move your hips side to side. Your front knee can also move in and out. Just be mindful of your hamstring and your left hip. And just move around in this lizard shape. Coming closer to and further away from your maximum stretch. And if you're very inflexible, you can even take your hands up onto your knee or onto your hips and just bounce in and out of this low lunge stretch. Can you find pleasure in meeting the intensity of the stretch? Can you find sensitivity in your skin? Find the imaginary water all around your body. Come down into your full lizard pose, your maximum stretch. And we'll just hold here for 5 deep breaths. Just a regular yoga stretch, but stay sensitive to the feeling in your groin, the breath moving inside your lower belly. You surrender into the ground as if the ground was someone you love and you just surrender on top of them. Surrender into your favorite couch. Surrender into the ground. Walk your way back up and just heel toe your left foot across, coming into pigeon pose. If you're less flexible, bring your left heel closer to your right hip and stay that way. You can also do this stretch on your back, figure 4, with your knee, your thigh across your foot across your thigh, hugging your knee towards your chest. Otherwise, come into your pigeon. And if you're on your back, on the ground on your back, Just sway from side to side, rocking on your back. If you're sitting up, find little oscillations through your spine. Keep that right hip facing forward. And feel again that you could collapse into the seaweed spine, the water that we found at the beginning of class. Can you feel a little bit of your hands and your heart connection? As your hands reach into the ground, feel your heart reach towards the sky. Little waves through your spine, front and back now. Release tension from your neck, your throat. And then take it in big circles with your head if that's comfortable for you in this position. Breathe the tension from your neck, your throat, your shoulder. And crawl your way forward when you're ready. Regular pigeon stretch. Deep breaths again into the lowest part of your belly so you can really feel that banda, that energy lock in the pelvic floor, opening and closing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and look up the picture of the pelvic floor and look at pelvic floor breathing. When the pelvic floor when you inhale, the pelvic floor expands, and when you exhale, it contracts. So just stay here and breathe. Feel the comfort of the floor underneath you. Again, as if it's something or someone you love underneath you and you surrender into it. Deep breath. Stay in the moment, stay inside your body, connect to the music, connect to the ground, connect to your own breath. Deep breath in as you walk back up. You can come through down dog or all fours. And just sway your body a little bit. You'll bend your knees right and left. Notice the difference from right to left side. Feel a connection from your belly button to your big toes. This strength, this line of strength from belly button to big toes. Inhale your right leg into the air now. And keep that line, that strength from big toe to belly button. Play around with turning the knee in and out. Rotating the ankle in space. Remember, you can do this on your left knee if you need to. And find the power between the center of your body and the edges. Can you reach the power, the engine in your lower belly, out through your toes, through your feet? Really go for it like an animal. 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, lizard pose. Rocking forward and back. Use props if you need to. Find the connection between the base of your skull and your left heel. Move energy along that line. As you push into your foot, feel it travel into the top of your head. Let the back knee drop. Start to move your hips side to side. Let your chest soften. Let your hands soften into the ground. Warm sand underneath your body. Warm sun shining down on you. Or if you're feeling hot, maybe a cool rain falling on your back. Come down into your lizard pose, maximum stretch. It's okay to be up on your hands if you're still working towards flexibility. Deep breaths. Make your exhales longer for these deeper stretches. And see if you can feel your whole body breathing. whole body breathes in through every pore of your skin. So alive. Breathe out through every pore of your skin. Release tension, mental, physical, emotional. Let it leave your body. For 5. Slowly walk your hands back up. Heel toe your foot across or come onto pigeon on your back with your right foot across your left thigh, figure 4 stretch. Start with your body upright. Make sure you have no pain in your right knee. Keep your right foot flexed. Left hip facing forward. Seaweed spine. Soft jaw. Drop your jaw. Relax. Actually, let's stretch the face a little bit while we're here. Make funny faces. Squinch and open your eyes. Do funny things with your lips, your tongue. Face yoga is a whole thing right now. But can you connect the feeling in your face to the feeling in your pelvic floor? They're actually related, the muscles in your pelvic floor and the muscles in your face. As you squeeze your face, can you squeeze your butt and your pelvic floor a little bit? It's a little harder in this shape, but it's possible. Squeeze and release and squeeze and release. One more. And then just play with your face a little bit more. Keep your chest nice and soft. Be playful, really. It's not that serious. And slowly start to wave your spine. You can keep stretching your face if you want. Many nerves in the face help to relax the whole body when we relax the face. It helps to relax the organs. Crawl your way forward and start your long deep breaths and your maximum stretch. Surrender to the ground, melt into the ground, dissolve your body. And if the stretch is intense, go slowly into it instead of reaching your maximum first. And find pleasure in staying at earlier edges of the stretch. Find tiny micro openings, little microscopic releases of muscle tissue, muscle fiber. Deep breath. Feel the earth underneath you. Feel the earth spinning through space. And us on top. Feel yourself pulled towards the center of the earth by gravity. There are many, many forces out of our control. Just settle inside of them, float inside of those forces. Walk your hands up. Sit on your right hip and swing your left leg around. Sway your knees side to side, feet on the floor. Hands behind you. Massage the sides of your hips. Really dig into the flesh. You can even stop and make a few circles on top of your glutes. And let the bottoms of your feet get a nice gentle massage with the floor as well. Pause in the center, turn your hands forward, bend your elbows a little bit. Arch your back and stick your chest out as you inhale, elbows stay bent. Exhale, round. Look at your belly button. Inhale up to the sky. Breathe in the sky, the stars, the sun. Exhale, contract. 2 more. Contract with pelvic floor, up and in. Last one. Pushing up, straighten the legs, forward fold. If you're not flexible, bend your knees a little bit or sit on the edge of something to lift your hips higher. Otherwise, reach your arms out, inhale. Exhale, bend halfway to your maximum. Move around in this halfway stretch. So if you're very inflexible, halfway might be here. You just move around in that. You can even bend and straighten your knees a little bit. Find fluidity. Feel like there's some other force pulling your tail back, pulling your heels forward, pulling your toes back, and just respond inside of all those other forces. Almost as if someone else is controlling your body. Something's pulling you back through your hips. Something's pulling you forward through your chest. Give in to these forces. Go a little deeper. Draw your hands out slowly. And then reach your arms forward, a little bit of a strengthener. Try to reach your hands past your toes without actually touching them, just hovering the hands above. Other forces pulling you. Somebody has your hands and they're pulling you forward. An elephant has your hips and they're pulling them back with their trunk. Hold and breathe in between these forces. 3, 2, and collapse. Everything lets go of you. You just have gravity. Fall down into your thigh. 5 deep breaths. Look forward. Bring your hands to the inside of your ankles or feet and slowly stroke up the inside of your thighs. Down the outside, up the inside. Feel the skin of your legs. And feel as if somebody else were touching your legs. So you feel a bit more alive underneath the touch. Somebody you want to touch your legs. Let them touch your legs and feel how nice it is to have the energy moving up your inner thighs, down your outer thighs, your hips, your ankles, your toes. One more time, up. Waterfall it back down. This time come up the front of your thighs, up the front of your chest, up across your face, down your hair, run your fingers through your hair a few times, down the back of your neck, down your lower back, massage your lower back a little bit. Make it warm. Crawl your hips forward and roll yourself down lazily, slowly. Little final ab work. 3, 2, and collapse. Right away, bring your right knee to your chest and cross it over your body. Quick spinal twist. You can rock in and out of the twist if that feels nice. And return to center, other side. Rock in and out of the twist or just hold. And back to the center, extend your left leg. Rest on your back. Squeeze your whole body tight, feet, hands, face, butt, arms, legs, stomach. Release. Deflate your whole body. Heavy bones, soft skin, soft, cool rain falling on your hands, your face, your thighs, your stomach, your hips, your feet, your hair. Just rest. deep breath if you're ready to come out of your rest. Begin by wiggling just your fingers and toes. Feel life in your hands, life in your heart, life in your feet, life in your pelvic floor. Begin to stretch your arms long, legs long, just like the beginning of class. Stretching bones underneath the skin. And then curl your knees to your chest and roll to one side. Without any effort, as if a gust of wind lifts you up, press up into a seat. Palms to the heart. Feel the new aliveness in your body. Let it rock you gently, side to side, front to back, spiral. Carry this aliveness with you for as long as you can, for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your life. Thank you for practicing YoGAGA with me. Namaste. My name is Sinéad. I'm an acupuncturist. I teach yoga, qigong, somatic awareness, YoGAGA, dance. Go to innerbodydata.com/classes to join me for more. See you next time.